The truth is that soil quality in Japan is decreasing in value. This results in poor crops. Let's think about why this happened. 3.8 billion years ago, bacteria were born that could dissolve rocks and use them for energy. Over a long period of time, these bacteria broke down the rocks and even the pebbles. These became minerals, and at the same time, nitrogen-fixing bacteria that absorbed nitrogen from the atmosphere and produced amino acids, and photosynthetic bacteria that absorbed carbon dioxide and produced carbohydrates were also born. The remains of those bacteria formed part of the soil. Eventually, plants were born. Plants create carbohydrates through photosynthesis using only water, air, CO2, and light. This is alchemy. They live on carbohydrates. Mycorrhizal fungi naturally gather around plant roots in search of carbohydrates. On the other hand, mycorrhizal fungi dissolve pebbles in fields and rice paddies, extract minerals, complex and chelate them, making them easier for plants to absorb, and the plants then soak them up. This is the world in which mycorrhizal fungi and plants coexist and prosper. And humans and animals get essential vitamins and minerals from plants. We also get proteins, lipids, and carbohydrates. These substances are broken down and synthesized by the intestinal bacteria that we have, allowing us to maintain life. So, without plants we couldn't be alive. The remains of the soil bacteria and mycorrhizal fungi become soil and make it more fertile. In recent years, conventional agriculture has been using pesticides and chemical fertilizers. First of all, this method kills the soil bacteria and mycorrhizal fungi. Plants can also be given chemical fertilizers such as nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, so they no longer need to attract soil bacteria or mycorrhizal fungi. As a result, they do not dissolve the pebbles in the soil. Plants cannot survive unless they absorb the minerals other than nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium from the soil. As they are not provided, the land becomes increasingly barren. As the soil bacteria and mycorrhizal fungi don't increase, and their carcasses don't increase, the soil gradually decreases. I believe that the reason why crop yields in Japan are declining rapidly is because the soil regenerative power of these soil bacteria has decreased. I sincerely hope that Onkokin, aerobic microbe group, will be utilized to help restore it. We did an experiment with this Onkokin. Crown daisy seeds sown on the 15th of September 2018. TOYOYKE's field soil only, they are still so small. They didn't grow very well in the field soil only. However, in the field soil mixed with Onkokin, they grew to this size after 2 months. The same results were achieved with Chi-Ji-Mi greens. The field soil only. The field soil mixed with compost. The field soil mixed with Onkokin and compost. The field soil mixed with Onkokin and minerals, they grew so differently like this. That's amazing. How about carrots, that is family Umbelliferae? It was the same result. By sprinkling Onkokin generously like this, crops grow quickly and thickly. We also experimented with gramineous plants. If you take a look at this, it should be obvious. One example of using Onkokin is removing residual pesticides. This is a case of peaches from Okayama. Multiple neonicotinoid pesticides, which are so-called deep penetrating pesticides, are used. Paper bags are wrapped around the peaches, so we sprayed Onkokin from underneath the bags in a style of foliar spray. 10 days after they are sprayed pesticides, Onkokin was sprayed. We sprayed towards the peaches. Then, we harvested and analyzed 1 week after Onkokin was sprayed. The result was the peaches contained no neonicotinoid pesticides or any other pesticides. Systemic pesticides, neonicotinoid pesticides, are also broken down. It's stunning. Why is the number of cancer patients increasing so much? Why is there such a rise in diabetes and autism? Of course, medical vaccines and medicines are to blame, but I also think there is a lot of harm believed that the fact that conventional agriculture has reduced the amount of nutritional minerals in our food is also a major factor. If we continue with conventional agriculture in this way, the soil will become nutrient-free and dry, turning into a desert where nothing can be grown. Let's think about it, everyone. Reviving important soil bacteria and mycorrhizal fungi. For that purpose, I sincerely hope that you will use this Onkokin. I also sincerely hope that people will practice natural farming. Soil is important not only for humans to live, but also for animals, insects, and various other things to live. And by planting homegrown seeds, fixed seeds and native seeds in that good soil, we can produce strong, nutritious and hearty crops. My intestinal bacteria appreciate them, break it down, and make my body. I believe that strengthening national is the key to preventing our country from falling into ruin. Healthy body, healthy mind. This is the goal we are working hard on in TOYOYKE natural farming. Thank you, Onkokin-sama. So, everyone, it's time to say goodbye from our compost pile. Goodbye.